Welcome back to Plan My Disney Holiday. I'm going to start this video just saying I apologise that it's a week late. If you follow me on Instagram, I put a story up saying I wasn't feeling too well. When I did film, I was sniffing a lot. I don't think anyone wanted to hear that on YouTube. Felt a bit under the weather, didn't really have the energy, but here we are. I'm going to film this video this week. As you've seen in the title, these are 5 things that I think Disneyland can do to really improve their parks. Currently on a walk with my dog Lilo, and the weather's much nicer than what it's been recently. We're not getting stuck in rain or snow, so I thought, you know what, blue skies, might as well enjoy it and start using this time to start filming my video. So number 1 on my list of things that I would bring to Disneyland Paris, or improvements I would make, is Mickey themed, Mickey shaped food. It's something that I think is missing from Disneyland Paris, and you can get it in the other parks. You see it on Instagram, Walt Disney World, Disney California, Tokyo Disney. There's such a wide variety of Mickey shaped food out there in all the other parks, and I think it's really missing from Disneyland Paris. It feels like I'm getting shortchanged a bit. Why would I spend money on going to Disneyland Paris when I can get more variety, get some more magic from Walt Disney World? So that's my sort of point of view of it. You've got the Mickey gloved chicken burger type thing in Disney Tokyo, which I think looks amazing. I know that there's Mickey pretzels, Mickey waffles, Mickey ice cream bars in the American parks, and I feel like this is something that can be brought to Disneyland Paris. Now I know as part of the 30th anniversary more has been brought in. I think it's the Mickey ice cream bars have been brought into the parks, and I think that that's great. I just think that there can be more. I think that there should be a variety of Mickey shaped food and not just burgers with a character burned on the top of the bun. I think they can make it more special and make it more magic and have a wider variety. Speaking of variety, that is my second point on how to improve Disneyland Paris, and that is the variety of food available at their quick service restaurants. I understand Casey's Corner, it's themed on a baseball game, and that's what they serve at. Hot dogs and everything are served at the baseball games, fully understand that. But when you've got 2 restaurants, one in Adventureland, one in Fantasyland, that are both selling pretty much the same menu, there is a missed opportunity there. One of them could be a bit more adventurous. I feel like more countries could be represented, maybe having curries available, or maybe even like a Greek restaurant themed around Hercules would be fantastic. You are in Europe, use that opportunity to get local ingredients. A Spanish restaurant for paella. It'd just be fantastic to see a wider range of quick service food in the parks. Like for example, I visit a restaurant in Tomorrowland and I see 80 tastes around the world, and I feel like that's a missed opportunity because it was burgers, that was what was available. Why not have maybe curries or sushi or even something from the other parks and say, available from Disney Shanghai or something like that, just to represent that you are tasting around the world. I know and I understand you've got to cater to every audience, but I think a bit more variety added to what they've already got would be fantastic. My third point on which I think Disneyland can be improved is something that Disney's already announced, and it's Disney Village. I think that this could be dramatically improved. One thing I love about Disney Springs is the range of shops. Now I know Disneyland Paris don't have the space that Florida does, but I think having stores made or designed for the specific products, so for example kitchen, beds, artwork, toys, Lego, sports memorabilia, all these different sort of items, all these different categories and all these different stores makes Disney Springs so much better. And I think that that's something that I hope Disney Village aims for, and that does that, I think it would make that whole area much more fantastic. It might reduce the amount of visitors they have into one store, so that not everyone's going into the same merchandise shop, and it might just reduce the crowds a bit. So yeah, if a variety of the stores mix it up a bit and have the stores aimed for the products that they're selling, I think that will make a massive difference to Disney Village. So my fourth improvement for Disneyland Paris to make it more amazing is vouchers. This is a personal one. I don't know if everyone's going to have had the same experience as I've had, but as part of when we booked our trip, we got a discount on food depending on where we're eating, if it was buffet restaurant, table restaurant, or if it was fast service. This also was only for Disney owned restaurants, so some restaurants like Earl of Sandwich were not included in this promotion. When we booked in to the hotel, we were given vouchers for our food, list of all the restaurants that we were allowed, and it seemed fairly simple until we tried to use the vouchers. Staff were confused by the vouchers. They wanted to keep the vouchers. We weren't 100% sure because we've never used them before, and we found out that thanks to guest services that we were supposed to keep the vouchers for the whole entire stay. Luckily we had 2 vouchers of each one because there was 2 rooms, so it was just a whole mess. Staff were confused, we were confused. It just didn't work very well. And from my experiences at Disney World, I know that this can be done better. If they had the information on our room key, and the staff members took the room key and swiped the card, and they select which restaurant we were eating at, and therefore the discount was then reduced with the room key, that would have made things so much easier than having paper vouchers, which in my experience working in customer service, you do keep hold of your vouchers. So I understand where the staff members were coming from. I feel like for a resort like Disney, they've got to offer something that's easy for their staff, easy for the customers, and it was a whole mess. I think I've even contacted Disney about this, and I think it could be something that could be easily rectified and easily fixed with having the information available on the room keys. You swipe it at the till and the cast member adds the discount. I don't think it's that difficult, and unfortunately it did lead to a few magic moments. I think that's the best way of I'm going to say it, is that there was a unmagic. It didn't feel as positive. Did leave us with a bad taste in our mouth from that experience. So number 4 is to improve the use of vouchers in the park. So finally, my last point in which I would love to see changes at Disneyland Paris is the designs. Mostly Walt Disney Studios. Disneyland Park looks amazing. As I've said in previous video, it's an amazing looking park. The Pixar area, Toy Story and Ratatouille look amazing, but I feel like there's other areas that let the parks down. That you can see the Hollywood Tower of Terror from Frontierland is a bit disappointing. I remember in the Imagineering show, Bob Iger sticking his head in the model of the Cars Land when they were designing it to make sure that the sight lines were thought about, and I think that that's something that just could be tweaked. I feel there's a lot of wasted space at Walt Disney Studios. You could have restaurants and make things amazing, but it's just missed opportunities after missed opportunities. Aladdin, flying carpet, I understand it's a family friendly ride, but why is it with the Pixar attractions? That doesn't make any sense to me. So a few tweaks, a few changes, and I think Disneyland Paris can be absolutely amazing. So just to sum up really quickly, the 5 things that I'd love to see changed at Disneyland Paris to make it even better. Number 1, Mickey shaped food. Number 2, the variety of food available in the parks. Number 3 is the Disney Village. Number 4 is the use of vouchers in the park. And number 5 is the actual design element of the parks, not the theming, not the attractions, but just some of the few design elements that just need a bit of tweaking. I'd love to know if you've got any ideas on how you would improve Disneyland Paris to make it even more amazing and magical. Write them in the comments below, like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and just follow on Instagram so you'll stay up to date. And I will see you real soon.